Okay, kids. So now let's talk about our new lesson. Our new lesson is identifying the possessive forms of nouns. So a while ago, I showed you a symbol that we are going to use in possessive forms of nouns. So before that, let's describe first, or let's talk about the definition of what do you mean by possessive form. Okay, so possessive form. The possessive form of nouns shows ownership. So for example, when you look at the screen, you can see a blue ice cream here, or a blue popsicle holding an ice cream. So the popsicle owns the ice cream. So it shows ownership. Okay, for example, I'm wearing my eyeglasses. So this is mine, right? So I own these eyeglasses. So when you say ownership, something that you have or something that you own. Okay? So it tells who the owner is and the object or thing that is owned. So when you say possessive form of noun, two things are very important there. The owner who owns the object and the thing that the owner owns. Okay? So let's look at some pictures and let's read the phrases and let's identify how to change or how to make regular nouns into possessive forms of nouns. So let's look at the picture here on your right side of the screen. So you have here a boy. So there's a boy holding a kite. So if we're going to name this boy, we can call him Andre. Andre is holding a kite. So we can say that this is the kite of Andre, right? So who is the owner? So these are the questions that you have to ask yourself when you're changing regular nouns or phrases into possessive form of nouns. So you have to ask who is the owner, what does he own? Okay, now we are ready to answer the two questions we have here. First question is, who is the owner? The owner here is Andre. Next question, what does he own? What is he holding? Andre is holding a kite, so he owns a kite. Now, if we're going to change the phrase kite of Andre, we can change it into Andre's kite. Okay, so as you can see in your screen, Andre's kite. So this is the possessive form of noun. Another example, look at the picture of the girl here. Okay, so what is the girl holding? She is holding an umbrella. So we can say that that's an umbrella of the girl, right? So let's have our two questions here again to create our possessive form. First question, who is the owner? The girl, or the girl is the owner of the umbrella. And what does she own? She owns an umbrella. So if we're going to write it in the possessive form of noun, we will write it as girl's umbrella. As you can see here, girl's umbrella. Now let's look at our third example. So what can you see in the picture? So there is a man holding a newspaper. Okay, so he's holding a newspaper. We can say that's the newspaper of Uncle. So let's have our two questions again. Who is the owner of the newspaper? Of course, it's Uncle. What does he own? He owns a newspaper. And if you're going to write newspaper of Uncle in possessive form, we can write it as Uncle's newspaper. Okay? Is everything clear? Okay, so let's talk more about how to change regular nouns or noun phrases into possessive form nouns. So here is the symbol that I told you a while ago. So let me introduce this symbol to you. This is called apostrophe. Okay, can you say apostrophe? Okay, good job. Apostrophe is the symbol used for creating possessive forms of nouns. Okay, so this symbol is called apostrophe. So practice saying apostrophe because we're going to use it now in this lesson and maybe in the other lessons. So possessive form of singular nouns. So do you remember the lesson of singular nouns? So these are nouns that mean only one. Okay, like for example, car, cat, boy. So these are all singular nouns. So there is a different way on how you change noun phrases if it's singular, plural, or non-living things. So first that you have to remember is the possessive form of singular noun is formed by adding an apostrophe and an S. So as you can see here, there's an apostrophe and S to the name of the owner. Okay, so for example, we're talking about my eyeglasses, right? So if you're going to change the noun phrase eyeglasses of teacher, then you can say this is teacher's eyeglasses. Okay, so you just add the apostrophe S to the name of the owner. Okay, so later I will show you how do you write it or how you put it into writing. Okay, second thing that you have to remember, for the names Jesus and Moses, we add only an apostrophe in forming their possessive. So why is that? Why do we only add apostrophe and we don't add S? So as you can see here, the name Jesus already ends with the letter S. So you just have to add the apostrophe, which is also the same for the name Moses. Moses also ends with the letter S. So you just have to add apostrophe here if you're going to talk about the things that Moses owns. Okay? So let's have some examples. For our first example, we have here grandpa's car. Okay, grandpa is a singular noun. Hence, we only have to add apostrophe S. Okay, so as you can see here, we have apostrophe S added at the name of the owner. Okay, so grandpa's car. So for our next picture, we have Belle's dress. So Belle's dress, or the name Belle, is a proper noun. So if that's the case, it's also singular noun, then you only have to add apostrophe S at the end of the name of the owner. So Belle's dress. Okay? Okay, for our third example, we have here Moses. Okay? So Moses' staff. As what I mentioned a while ago, if the name already ends with the letter S, no need to add apostrophe and S. Just add apostrophe, okay, at the end of the name. So Moses ends with letter S, and then you just have to add apostrophe. So it becomes Moses' staff. Okay? Okay, very good. Now let's practice. Okay? A short practice that we can answer. Don't worry, you can do this one. Okay, so you write the correct possessive form of the following nouns. So what you can do is you can get a piece of paper and then write these following nouns into its possessive forms. Okay, you can pause the video and then write them on your paper. And then after that, you can play the video again and check your paper. But now I can tell you the correct way on the writing possessive form of the following nouns. So first one is room of the teacher. The room of the teacher phrase will become teacher's room. As you can see, apostrophe and S is added here. Okay. Next, bag of George. So bag of George will become George's bag. Okay, George's bag. Apostrophe S at the end of the name George. Next, eyes of the owl will become owl's eyes. Owl's eyes. Okay. Then, pillow of the child becomes child's pillow. Child's pillow. So as you can see here, so let's mark them so you can see it carefully. So we have teacher's room. I added apostrophe here at the end of the word teacher. George's bag. Added apostrophe S here. Owl's eyes. They added apostrophe S at the end of the word owl. And then child's pillow by apostrophe S. Okay? So this is the end of part 1 of this lesson. I want you to answer some activities about changing noun phrases, singular noun phrases into possessive form of nouns. So after those activities, we can watch the part 2 of this video, so you will know how to change noun phrases with plural forms of plural nouns and noun phrases with non-living things. Okay. So for now, please answer the activities that I uploaded in our Google Classroom. Okay? See you!